and welcome back to another episode of Disqualified. We are here to talk about Night of Champions. We are here to predict the card.
Yeah.
So,
the predictees.
Trevin, our NXT predictions champion.
Going for a double champ.
Our producer, Zach, behind the camera. And your reigning, defending, the first two-time main roster predictions champion, for us at least, me.
Yeah.
I hold this beautiful thing.
Yeah. His name's Caleb, by the way.
Yeah, Caleb. Yeah, so we will all three of us be predicting the cards. So predictions, fairly simple. If you don't know, look at a match, predict who's gonna win.
Yep. It is a 6-match card for Night of Champions, and all of them be 1v1s. That's the first time that has happened on a card in a while.
I'm so happy. I hate tag matches. The regular tag matches are just so boring. Just do tornado tags.
Yeah.
Come on, just give us the most action as you can.
And also, fatal 4-ways and triple threats hurt our brain when we have to predict them.
It's not hurt our brain. It's just you very obviously have one person here that's going to win. One that's eating the pin. And then you fill in who is actually going to, they're going to give a good fight.
And then one of those sleeper picks actually wins, and we're like, how the?
And that's what El Grande Americano.
Yeah.
But he's not on this card.
No.
Because, unfortunately, he is injured currently.
Yeah.
So...
Thankfully.
I don't know what his injury is. I do know that Chad Gable also just recently got announced as injured, and his shoulder's injured. So
yeah, he's going. Yeah, Chad Gable's headed into the surgery as we speak.
Because remember, they're different people.
Yeah.
You said that. It happened on Raw.
Tune into our Raw episode to see what he was about to yell at me about.
Yeah, but we'll get into predictions because this should be a short video anyway. So this is not in order.
No. This is just the order the website gave me, not the actual when these matches are going to happen.
What we think is going to be our main event, so I'll just announce it as our main event. Our main event of the evening for the WWE Championship, it is John Cena, the GOAT, the Unseen 17 on this retirement tour, gracing Saudi Arabia with his presence one last time, versus CM Punk, Pepsi Man himself. Is this a 3-2-1?
Probably.
I can just give my answer.
Yeah, give your
John Cena.
Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 3-2-1. All for Cena.
I don't think they take it from him here.
No, I mean
I think it's too early in the
especially
tour.
with what gets set up in the next match we are going to predict. We have for King of the Ring, which also means that they will be the #1 contender to fight Cena, as they are both SmackDown representatives at SummerSlam. We have one Randy Orton versus one Cody Rhodes.
Cody.
Damn. I got one. I just like him better.
I don't think they're going to go back on their thing of the last time ever with him and Orton.
Yeah, and also, I feel like since Cena won it, it's been blatantly obvious Cody's taking it back at SummerSlam, so the rest of Cena's retirement tour
That doesn't make sense.
can be a face run. Yeah.
We might get a swapping of the characters. We might get heel Cody and face Cena. Who knows? Now, it is the Queen of the Ring final, and that goes up against our Raw representative, Asuka, and our SmackDown representative, Jade Cargill.
Yep. So, if Asuka wins, she has a guaranteed shot at Io Sky at SummerSlam. If Jade wins, she has a guaranteed shot at the winner of on Friday, Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax in a last woman standing match at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Asuka.
I'm going Asuka too.
I'll stick with Jade because I feel like, especially after the Liv.
Yeah, no, I'm switching to Jade. Switching mine, yeah, Jade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like after the Liv Morgan injury, Raw's division doesn't need funky storytelling to put Asuka right in that picture for SummerSlam. SmackDown, if Jade still gets the title shot getting second place, that's going to require some funky storytelling because the SmackDown roster is has a lot more people on the card. Like you have Charlotte Flair that would probably gun for that spot. You have Alexa Bliss that would still gun for that spot. It's like Jade just auto getting it requires so much ease of storytelling. And as a reminder, one of Jade's number one ops is Miss Money in the Bank.
Yeah. I initially went Asuka because I was like, there's no way they're going to have her lose because of all the hype. But I think they have her lose despite all the hype.
Yeah.
I thought that was the NXT Jade. I'm so sorry.
What NXT Jade?
Jada Parker?
Yeah, Jada. I thought that was Jada. My bad, G. My bad, G.
Well,
I'm sorry, my
did
vote.
you also just swap your Orton pick without telling us?
No, I voted. I said that.
Yeah.
I just found it weird that you did all for the first one than just our initials.
Yeah, because we've had a
Because
couple
you're-
swaps.
Your
Yeah. Reminder, our rules is
swap me.
reminders our rules is once we start talking about the next match, that's when you are locked in.
Yeah.
So while you guys are explaining your votes, I'm like, oh yeah, that does make sense. Boop.
Yeah, no, it's because Asuka, yeah, with the Raw Women's Division, you have Rhea and Io. You need to put more people into that main roster or into that title picture because Liv is now blatantly gone. Like, there's a hole.
Yes. They did have an international during commercial break little face-to-face Io and Asuka, which is why people are 50-50 on this match. I was even 50-50 on it, but looking at the Raw roster, I was like, you can easily write in Asuka still getting that title shot.
Yep. And now we'll move on to the Men's United States Championship match. And it is Solo Sikoa taking on former Bloodline 2.0 member and his ally, his family,
And your current
United States champion, Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu.
Fatu.
That could have been a 3-2-1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they could do it. I just don't think it's likely.
No. So Solo in the segment where this challenge was initially happened, Solo seems to be looking like a broken man. And I don't think a broken man can win a title off of the Samoan werewolf.
I really like how they played him as a broken man. That character is compelling. That's a compelling character. Someone that's like, I did this, I did that, I got the Ulafala, I was the enforcer, then I became the tribal chief,
And I lost it all.
and my life has just been shit since.
Yeah.
Because that's realistic as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of want to see them develop the broken character a little more. Make him really desperate. Make him go begging to Jimmy for forgiveness. Not to join the group, just, can we speak again?
Yes. Can we have a verbal conversation that doesn't end with us screaming at each other and us trying to punch each other in the face?
Yeah. Yeah. it was really funny, like when Baron Corbin was sad Corbin for a little bit. I mean, they didn't call him sad Corbin, but he was just sad and depressed, and he grew out his hair.
He wrestled in a ketchup-stained shirt.
Yeah, it was just a really fun thing. But yeah, we shall see what happens. I do think it's Fatu, though. I think it's not way too early because he's had the belt for a while now. I just think Solo's not the person to take it off of him.
Yeah. Next up it is a street fight. Blood rivalry with one Rhea Ripley versus one Raquel Rodriguez.
Looking at everything, how the board is all laid out, I think I'm safe here to take a fan vote. I think I'm safe. Rhea Ripley.
My only comment.
Raquel.
Judgment Day
Raquel.
interference.
Yeah.
It's
The
Raquel.
street
It's
fight.
Raquel. They're going to set up Roxanne Beam Liv's replacement so they don't have to vacate the titles.
Yeah, no. You know what, though? I'm happy. Because Rhea is in another big match. And she loses it. And there's really no stakes behind it. This is what I wanted from Rhea's character all along. She doesn't need to win everything.
Nope.
And I really like how they are... they're slowly building you can slowly build a character through this. She got into Money in the Bank, lost. She lost in the first round of the Queen of the Ring tournament.
Yep.
And if she loses here, and on top of losing at Mania, this is her fourth big loss in a row. You can write a story. Yeah, you can either make her heel. I don't think you make her heel. I think you just move her on to SmackDown. Breath of fresh air. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool that they're using her as a story medium instead of just powerhouse. Like, all the rivalries and, things she has been in since losing the title have been to build other people up. It got Io back on the main event card. She helped Vecchare jump onto the main roster card exponentially for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and now she is being used to set up Roxanne being inserted in the Judgment Day. It's like she's when she's not in the title picture, she's there to move the show along, which is still a good spot to be in. It's like, no, that means we trust you. It means we trust your in-ring skills and your storytelling skills to be that person. And if you get moved to SmackDown, that is a reset button on that division that will help it out exponentially. Because this Friday, as we mentioned earlier, we're having Nia v. Tiffy 5, which is getting stale.
I think
He was stale at 1, Trevin.
Yeah.
It was stale at 2. I think you give it... You do a trade, if you want to do a trade. And not really. I don't think they're going to trade them right now. Nia for Rhea. And maybe Charlotte goes to Raw for Lyra. And I think that completely freshens up both divisions.
Yeah. The thing with trading Lyra is she's still in the IC Vortex, kind of. So we'll have to see how they tie that bow.
You can still get... They're doing the triple threat at Evolution. But you can still get traded and have a claim to that.
Yeah.
Because if she wins that belt, then U.S. title will just move over to Raw. But I don't think she's winning the triple threat.
No, yeah.
But now...
The final match on the card, we have one Sami Zayn versus one Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross, by the way, finally on a PLE match since his 6-man tag match against Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits on WrestleMania 40, and his first singles PLE match since 2022.
Yeah, and reminder, we're going on Mania 42. So, it's been a while.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, Sami Zayn.
I'm thinking about it. I'm 50-50 on this. I'll go Cross.
Okay.
Because there are two modes that this story on this match could go. Sammy finally shows those heel tendencies. This match is very Cena v. Wyatt-esque in terms of the story they are telling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Sammy might find... This might be where the heel turns. Zach just changed his answer to Cross.
You motherfucker.
Which means that it is now either Caleb retains or me and Zach roll off.
Yeah. Everything else is exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it either Sammy wins by finally showing those heel tendencies, possibly fully giving into being the heel and kicking Cross's butt, or, unlike what Cross did with AJ, as AJ already had a confirmed match, Cross just freaking obliterates Sammy. Because if you look at Cross's NXT days, that man can wreck a man. So it's like, and I feel like getting Cross over, because that's the thing, as a reminder, this show takes place in Saudi. Saudi loves Sammy. You want to know a good way to get heel heat in Saudi and just then further heel heat in general is have Cross obliterate the man.
Here's how I feel about that. If Sammy can beat Gunther, Sammy can beat Karrion Kross. I just think it's like that. Like, look, Karrion Kross, I'm just going to be truthful. He hasn't been on shit since NXT. He hasn't been on shit since NXT. He got called up to the main roster, got put in a very, very weirdly suggestive cosplay gimmick. It got pinned by Jeff Hardy in his debut in 20 seconds. And then did that same shtick for like 2 to 3 weeks. Got released. Came back. Still waiting. Still waiting. Like, sure, you're great on the mic and you have a very good social media presence. I even follow you on Twitter. You're super great. What's happening?
He's undefeated on his main event matches.
Trevor, who the fuck watches main event?
Karrion Kross fans.
There you go. I remember when main event was debuted. It was on Ion TV. And now, I can't tell you where the fuck to watch it.
YouTube.
It's on YouTube now?
Yep. WWE's official YouTube channel.
That's ugly. And that's all I have to say about that. But, so, running through the card one more time. Once again, it's not in order. This is just what the website had. So, your main event, your WWE Championship match, John Cena versus CM Punk. We all picked John Cena.
Yeah.
For Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes for the King of the Ring finals, we all picked Cody Rhodes. For the Queen of the Ring finals, we all picked Jade Cargill going over Asuka. In the Men's United States Championship match, we have Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa, and we all picked Jacob Fatu to retain. In the Women's Street Fight, we have Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez, and we all picked Raquel to win due to Judgment Day chicanery. Yeah. And in the last match on the card, it is Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, and I picked Sami Zayn, and these two picked Karrion Kross. So, if you don't know the rules, if this goes to a tie, if all of us got the same amount, I would win due to champion's advantage. But if it comes to Kross winning, these two...
We'll roll a D20 off camera, and the winner of said roll-off gets title.
I think we should do it on camera.
Yeah.
So we'll do a roll off on camera if that comes to it. But if all things go well, and I think what's going to happen with Sammy retaining, because I think Cross is going to sacrifice himself again, like we did with AJ. I think Sammy wins and I retain. Sammy, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm riding on you. Like this is riding on you. I don't want to lose it.
I almost picked Sammy, but then I remembered that the internet, the whole IWC is getting a lot more power themed, so it's like they're trying to get Cross back on the card.
We don't listen to the internet wrestling community.
F that, you brought R-Truth back. You've done a whole bunch of things.
That wasn't because of the internet community. That was because of the roster.
Yeah, but it's
the roster was
you have done
upset.
You have done plentiful of things business wise to show that you are listening to them. Shut up.
Yep, but that is it from us here at Disqualified. I am currently your defending main roster predictions champion, Caleb. That is your NXT predictions champion, Trevin. That is our producer behind the camera, Zach. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over. Tell us what your predictions are down below.
Yeah.
And we will see you next time. Thanks for your time. Peace.
Bye.